All right, we're going to start with, let's do decimals first because we've done that before. With decimals, the first number goes in the box. I feel like my marker's running out. So if you had, let me find a good decimal, 1.03 divided by negative 10.3, 1.03 divided by negative 10.3. Which number is first?
1.03.
This one.
1.03.
So this one goes in the box. So 1.03 and then negative 10.3. That's first thing. We have to figure out which one goes in and which one goes out. Step 2. If there is a decimal outside, what do we do with that decimal? We have to move it over so it's next. So this is a whole number. So this moves one space, and then this one has to move one space also, and then it goes straight up. So move decimals, move outside decimal, to make it a whole number. Move inside decimal to match.
Wouldn't it be decimals since you're moving the one from the house to
I don't want to say move the decimals because I don't want everybody to start moving them willy-nilly. If you do this first, move outside decimal to make it a whole number, then move the inside decimal to match the outside. So if you moved it 1, you move it 1. And then it goes straight up. That's 6th grade math. Y'all have done that before. We reviewed it. We reviewed it back like the 2nd week of school. So this isn't new. Not new yet. Then we divide. How many times can 103 go into 1? Can't. Can it go into 10?
No.
Can it go into 103?
Yeah.
How many times? 1. So the 1 goes there. That's 103. Subtract, and we get 0. That's it. That's it. The only thing, the only piece of this that is 7th grade math is our integer rules. I did? Oh. Integer rules. A positive divided by a negative is a negative. Remember, we have that plus, 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 minus, 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 minus. So a positive divided by a negative is a negative 0.1. This is the only 7th grade piece right there. You're just taking what you know about integers, what you know about decimals, and we're going to do them at the same time. That's it. The math didn't change. You still divide decimals like you did last year. Now, fractions. But just like with decimals, nothing's changing. It's all 6th grade. We're just going to take 2 ideas and put them together. With fractions, we have to do that thing. I heard somebody.
Flip the second on that.
Yeah, flip the second multiply. So we're going to keep, change, flip. That's the biggest thing with fractions. Keep, change, flip. The other thing is it needs to be improper. So we could turn back. I'm going to cover it up for a second, but it's not going away. Multiplying and dividing fractions on page 6 of your notes. Convert your mixed numbers to improper fractions. Keep, change, flip, multiply across, and simplify. Same rules. And this was what, the second week of school?
Yeah.
So we're doing all of that. So keep, change, flip, make them improper fractions, multiply across the top. This is all, for more details, this is all on page 6. If you want more details, but I'm not going to make you write it all again. So we're going to keep, change, flip. Are they improper fractions? We got to multiply across the top. Here's what I want to focus on. You are going to see fractions like this. This is a fraction. This is a complex fraction. Complex fraction. We have 3, I would almost say there's 3 fractions. There's that one. There's this one. And then there's this one as a whole. So we have fractions inside of fractions inside of fractions. Now, it's not any different than what you're used to. Here's what I want you to do. This is the division bar. There's your division line. What is above the division line? What number is above it?
Oh, 1/4.
1/4. So this is my numerator. What's below that division line? The denominator. And we are going to do numerator divided by denominator. So what was the numerator? What number is it? Negative 1/4. I need to write that down. Negative 1/4. Divided by, and what was the denominator? 23/24. Now, this you know how to do. This isn't scary. This looks scary, so just rewrite it so it's not scary anymore. Now I need to keep, change, flip. What do I keep? Negative 1/4. What do I change division to?
Multiplication.
Do I change multiplication to division?
No.
No, don't do that.
It's like adding.
Yeah, we don't do that. So I flip what?
23.
So now it's going to be what's on top? 24 over 23. That's fine.
And then it has to and then you multiply across.
We multiply across. Now, one of my numbers is a negative. So we need integer rules so I know what to do. What is a negative 1 times a negative, or I'm sorry, what is a negative 1 times 24? Negative 24, yeah. And 4 times 23, I don't know what that is. 23 times 4. What's 3 times 4?
12. There's far to get it wrong.
What?
The 23 is supposed to be in the numerator and the 24 is supposed to be in the denominator.
But I flip it.
Oh.
But thank you for checking. And then that's 9. So that's going to be 92. What's the last thing I do with fractions? Simplify. Simplify. Okay. 4 would work. So let's do 4 because that's a bigger number. What's 24 divided by 4? 6. And one of them's a negative, so it's negative 6. What's 92 divided by 4?